Welcome everyone to Young at Heart, session number 98. I'm Father James DeLucio with the Paulist Fathers, eager to share with you nursery rhymes, children's poems, Mother Goose, nonsense, stories and songs to keep adults that we are young at heart, so we can cope with hope these difficult and challenging times. I'm going to begin with another riddle because you love them so, even though I hear not a word from any of you in the comment sections. Bereft am I of your communication, and yet I persevere. I persevere to keep myself young at heart. And what's good for the gander is good for the goose. I've often said that to myself, never quite sure what I'm talking about. Here's the riddle. Black I am, and much admired. Men, they seek me till they're tired. I weary horse, and I weary man. Tell me this riddle if you can. Did you put your thinking caps on? One more time. Do guess. Take a guess. Be bold. Type it in. There's a comment section, whether you're watching me on Facebook or on YouTube. Black I am, and much admired. Men may seek me till they're tired. I weary horse, and I weary man. Tell me this riddle if you can. And the answer is coal. Something we hope we will no longer be seeking, because now there are so many alternative ways to provide us with energy. We don't need to pollute the air, the water, nor the lungs of all these men and women who work in the coal mines and in those offices that surround the mines, and all the danger that we've put them through these centuries just for our convenience. It's time. It's time to say adieu. Coal? No more coal. And there's really no such thing as clean coal. But we may help those men and women, those thousands and thousands in that industry, to transfer, to adapt to something new. That is as much our responsibility as it is to stop the coal industry. Don't you agree? Why not? Because we have to recognize the interconnectedness of all things. It's not just an item. It's people, it's livelihood, and we want to have greater health for them as well as for us. And thus ends my commentary. And now, little more nonsense for us. We're going to return to Limericks. We haven't done Limericks in a long time, but they're so much fun. And did you know that the history of Limericks is not well known? However, there seems to be some sense that they first appeared in print. Now remember, whenever something appears in print, it's been part of an oral tradition, part of our folk tradition for quite a long time prior. 1791, my friends, is when there's the first reference to a limerick found in none other than Mother Goose. We really have neglected our appreciation of Mother Goose, haven't we? And hopefully during these almost 100 days together, we are now more fully illumined by, appreciative of, delighting in the rhymes attributed to Mother Goose. One of the most popular limericks is by a great nonsense writer, not Lewis Carroll. We are not returning to the snark despite its great popularity. No, it's Edward Lear. Edward Lear, the king of nonsense, prior to Lewis Carroll, I imagine, who lived from 1812 to 1888. And, by the way, we began our Young at Heart series with that wonderful Edward Lear nonsense poem, The Owl and the Pussycat Went to Sea in a Beautiful Pea-green Boat. I go back to it very often in my life to remind me to be young at heart. Sometimes I just spontaneously come out with it. I just spew the whole poem. For some reason it brings me great delight. Maybe because I never found my significant other. It brings me a sense of the grass is always greener, or what if? And yet, I come back down to earth once it's finished and realize, for me, what nonsense. I have a great sense of contentment, as much as a human being can, with my state of life. I hope you do too. And if you do not, then rearrange it a bit. You don't necessarily have to throw the whole thing out. Instead, you reevaluate, find more nuance, make different choices, and you may find that exactly where you are is where you're supposed to be. There was an old man with a beard who said, "It is just as I feared. 2 owls and a hen, 4 larks and a wren have all built their nests in my beard." By Edward Lear. And this one, there was an old man in a tree who was horribly bored by a bee. When they said, "Does it buzz?" he replied, "Yes, it does. It's a regular bore of a bee." A little fat man from Bombay was smoking one very hot day. A bird called a snipe flew away with his pipe and vexed that fat man from Bombay. Indeed. I find that a little sad only with the recollection of the imperialist population that brought about the imperialist of India. Besides, Bombay wasn't even in the name that they called that territory. All right, enough of social commentary. We want to stay young at heart. A poor man of Jamaica smoked to fend off a cicada. A bird called a snipe flew away with his pipe, which vexed that poor man from Jamaica. You know a cicada? Those little bugs. A very sick man of Tobago, a typical cacafuego. A bird called a snipe flew away with his pipe, which vexed the sick man from Tobago. Do you know a cacafuego? A swaggering braggart or boaster. A tailor who sailed from Quebec in a storm ventured out upon the deck, but the waves of the sea were as strong as could be, and he tumbled in up to his neck. And there we have it today. If you have a favorite limerick, or you've gone into your Chester drawers and found underneath your socks a limerick that you wrote in 3rd grade, or 7th, or 10th, and you'd like to share, please type it out. It's only 5 lines. 5 lines, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, I got it right. In that fine little rhythm of ta-da-da-da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Take some time to be silly, and if you're blessed with other people in your home, be silly with them. It can make a world of difference. Thank you so much for joining me today. I look forward to tomorrow with you. And meanwhile, stay safe, keep healthy, and God bless. Bye, everyone. Be silly.